Leo Tolstoy quotes that will make you wiser. Our body is a machine for living. It is organized for that, it is its nature. Let life go on in it unhindered and let it defend itself. Truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by its growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold. If, then, I were asked for the most important advice I could give, that which I considered to be the most useful to the men of our century, I should simply say, in the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Just as one candle lights another and can light thousands of other candles, so one heart illuminates another heart and can illuminate thousands of other hearts. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow, but this same necessity of loving serves to counteract their grief and heals them. One can live magnificently in this world if one knows how to work and how to love. A truly wise man is always joyful. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. The changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience, not from our mental resolution to try a new form of life. All the variety, all the charm, all the beauty of life is made up of light and shadow. I sit on a man's back, choking him and making him carry me, and yet assure myself and others that I am very sorry for him and wish to ease his lot by all possible means, except by getting off his back. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. Seize the moments of happiness, love and be loved. That is the only reality in the world, all else is folly. It is the one thing we are interested in here. The only thing that we know is that we know nothing, and that is the highest flight of human wisdom. Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life is impossible. Pay bad people with your goodness, fight their hatred with your kindness. Even if you do not achieve victory over other people, you will conquer yourself. We lost because we told ourselves we lost. If there existed no external means for dimming their consciences, one half of the men would at once shoot themselves, because to live contrary to one's reason is a most intolerable state, and all men of our time are in such a state. Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women. A man is like a fraction whose numerator is what he is and whose denominator is what he thinks of himself. The larger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. Everything that I understand only because I love. I think, if it is true that there are as many minds as there are heads, then there are as many kinds of love as there are hearts. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar, a deceiver. All happy families resemble one another. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. He stepped down, trying not to look long at her, as if she were the sun, yet he saw her, like the sun, even without looking. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. Joy can only be real if people look upon their life as a service and have a definite object in life outside themselves and their personal happiness. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. The most important knowledge is that which guides the way you lead your life. There is something in the human spirit that will survive and prevail. There is a tiny and brilliant light burning in the heart of man that will not go out no matter how dark the world becomes. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. And all people live, not by reason of any care they have for themselves, but by the love for them that is in other people. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. Free thinkers are those who are willing to use their minds without prejudice and without fearing to understand things that clash with their own customs, privileges, or beliefs. This state of mind is not common, but it is essential for right thinking. Some mathematician said, "Pleasure lies not in discovering truth, but in seeking it." I've always loved you, and when you love someone, you love the whole person, just as he or she is, and not as you would like them to be. Life could be limitless joy, if we would only take it for what it is, in the way it is given to us. Spring is the time of plans and projects. A quiet, secluded life in the country, with the possibility of being useful to people to whom it is easy to do good, and who are not accustomed to have it done to them. Then work which one hopes may be of some use. Then rest, nature, books, music, love for one's neighbor. Such is my idea of happiness. If you like the quotes, let us know in the comments which one is the most relevant these days. Your opinion is very important to us. And if you know someone to whom this video will be useful, then share it with the person to help. And, of course, if you like the video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more videos.